Hello everyone, I'm RiverFox and welcome back to another Fortnite video. If you are new around here, then thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to click that like down below and hit that subscribe before you go. And if you turn on that notification bell, and you'll always get updated of all my new content when it comes out. If you do buy anything from the item shop, either in Battle Royale or Save the World, then please consider using my creator code in the item shop, as it will help me out a great deal. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay then, right, so for today's how-to video, I'm going to go through and sort of show you some basic trap tunnel designs now that you can use in not only in your storm shield defenses, but also in your standard missions, your repair the shelters, or defend the Atlas, any mission like that. So I'm going to show you some basic sort of trap tunnels now that hopefully will make your life a lot easier when playing a Fortnite Save the World. Okay then, right, so this is my Stonewood storm shield defense. This is a lovely pig that I had built for me recently by one of my subscribers, which is absolutely awesome. And if I just come over here out of the way, and this is my big castle, which I've been slowly building whenever I get a chance. And let's get back a bit further, because I've also been in and I've written my RiverFox up there as well. So that's my storm shield in Stonewood. Now of course I've finished all of my amplifiers in Stonewood, so I have knocked everything down. There is nothing left in here at all. So what I wanted to do is I'm going to come through. Let's find a storm shield amplifier out of the way. Let's have this one. So if we before we go on to sort of amplifiers like this, which are quite a large size area, if we let's see, if we pretend for the purpose of this video that our amplifier, our Atlas is this, okay? So that is our Atlas that we want to defend, okay? So what we would normally do on any of these, not that, I didn't ask for that, is we would build a simple square around this. Now this is for simple defenses. Obviously the more high levels you get, then of course you'll need a lot more defenses, but we're just going into like basics for the moment. So you would make sure that all the sides are covered and you cover over the top. So that would be your Atlas in there and your basic defenses around it, okay? So let's just pretend that our husks then are going to spawn in this point, and let's say they're going to spawn in this point. So let's pretend that that is a spawn area and this is a spawn area down here as well. So what we would do with any spawn points is they will always find the shortest route to get up to where they want to go. Okay, so some of them may be coming up this direction up here, and then they would come in a straight line straight towards your Atlas. The other ones then, they may actually come round this part, and they may come around here and they will go up this side, and then of course straight towards your Atlas. So this is going to be the main two pieces that this Atlas would be getting attacked from. So what we would want to do is we need to get some trap tunnels set up to try and catch and stop them from actually reaching our Atlas. Okay, so if they were coming up here, and say they would want to be going straight this direction, so the first thing that we would want to do is block that off. Okay, so when they are coming up here, then they're not going to be able to go straight there, so they would have to come around this and then around there. Now, the only reason I'm not going to put any further out than this is because the husks will travel the distance of 4 tiles wide. So let's see, this would be the first tile, this would be the second, and that would be the third one. So after this point, you don't want to be putting any more walls like this. Otherwise, all they're going to do is they're just going to come up here and they're going to say, oh, that's too far to go, I'm not doing that, I'm going to knock this down and I'm going to go straight through it. So what you want to do is to make sure that you don't do anything like that any more than 3 tiles wide. Now, on this instance here, I would be putting some walls on this side as well. Okay, and what that will do then is it will of course channel them in like this, so that they would go straight down here and then they would come around and head off. So you want to put a roof on. Of course, you always want to have a roof up there as well. Now, what I will do, let's have a look, see what traps I have got here. I'm going to have to make some, I think. Okay, right, so I've made a load of traps. Now, what you would want then for this first point up here, as they are coming up, then on this one, you would want to put in a, a wall launcher. Okay, so as soon as they get up to this point, what the wall launcher will do then is it will hit them and fling them all the way down here. So then they've got to come all the way back round again and back up. Now some of them will get hit by that again, which will mean they will get flung all the way over here again, and then they've got to go all the way back up. Any that do get past, now for a narrow trap tunnel like this, then it is best to use the wall dynamos, which you would place on all of these 4 sides. Okay, so anything coming in then is going to get zapped from both sides of that. Now, at the entrance to the trap tunnel, you want to put one of these, which is your wooden floor spikes. Now, these wooden floor spikes, they will slow the husks down, so as soon as they hit it, then they will be going a lot slower, which means any other traps that you have around it are going to work much better for it, because it will mean that they're going a lot slower and get hit by a lot more. What I would then do at the end of the trap tunnel is I would put something with a bit more damage to it, something like the retractable floor spikes, which you would put at the end. So if they don't get killed by these ones, then they will get this far, and then that will almost certainly kill them off. And always, as I've expect you know, is I will always have my ceiling gas traps up the top. Now if you have got, let's have a look, if you've got the ceiling zappers, then they can be pretty good. I'm not sure how they fare against propane tanks, but they can still be pretty decent for majority of defenses. And also I think I still have it somewhere. No, have I recycled it? I may have. You can even get the I forget the name of it now, the circular trap that goes up on the top, a little bit like the zapper, but it's like a circle one. I completely forgot what it's called now, but you can put them up there as well, but you can't beat the gas traps. So that would be coming through here. Now anything then that made it through this point, of course, are going to head straight over towards this direction. So what you can do, of course, this all depends on how how high up your mission is. If it's a really low level mission, then the chances are that that bit there will do the job. But you can then, if it's a higher up mission, you can put some more trap tunnel this direction, okay, with always putting a wall launcher at any point that they have to turn. So if they are going to come this far, then they will get hit by that wall launcher there. Now normally I would say to put in a low wall like that, but because we've got 3 walls already, that will count as a 4th wall, which will just mean that they're going to smash and destroy everything. So I would take that out on this instance, but sometimes the small wall can be useful. So again, on all of these ones here, we would be putting in our wall dynamos, which are going to catch them then if they get past there. And we will have our floor ones here. Now, because we've already slowed them down and then given them damage, what we would do then is we will put in another slow one here to hopefully slow them down and get hit by this one again. Now, if they do get hit by that, they're going to get flung back over here, which means they've got to go through all of this again before they get round. And then we're going to have our retractable floor spikes down here again. Now that will pretty much, I would have thought, do the job. But of course you can still put your roof up. Where is it? Where is it? That's the one I was on about, the ceiling electric field. You can put them up there as well. They will do a pretty decent job along with the wall dynamos. They'll do some good damage going through there. So chances are nothing is going to get through that point. Now, if you're at all worried that they might still want to smash through, then all you would need to do is put in like a backing to it here. Now always put anything like this facing the opposite direction, because if you were to put one in that way, like that, then if they were to smash through one of these walls, all they would do is they would just walk straight up there, fall down, and then carry on walking. So you want to make sure that it's always facing the opposite direction like that. So that way then, if they do smash through it, let's get over here just to show you. Say they smash through this one here, then they would get to this point and they would then have to smash through that before they could get through. And if you just put in that on the end, or even a full wall, whichever you want to do, then of course that will make sure they don't just walk around it. So that will be that side. Now over here, of course, we know that they're going to be coming possibly around this direction as well. So what you can do here, which is pretty good, if I put that there and there and there. Now let's get these trees out of the way. Now one thing I have noticed, actually, I just wanted to point out, when I knocked everything down in my stonewood, I knocked down every single possible tree that you could imagine. So I don't know whether it's been raining or the sunshine in the storm shield or what, but I seem to have a load of trees and rocks and everything suddenly reappeared, which is weird. But anyway, back on track. So if they come in round this side, then they're going to come up here. So of course we will have our wall launcher on there, which will knock them back down. If they happen to make it past that, then you want to have something like the wall darts, or even the broadside if you've got it, on this side, so that it will catch them. If they get past it, it will shoot it off that way. And over here, because they're coming round here, we want to have another wall launcher there. Okay, so you're forcing them to come round all the time. And we're going to put more slow fields down here, because it will slow them down and make sure that they do go the direction you want them to. So then they've got to come all the way up here, and then they've got to get around here as well. So we will put another floor one there, and what we'll do is we'll put another wall up with another launcher on it. Block that one off just to make sure they can't go around it. So if they do get up here, then they've got to come up here and they've got to go around there. Now I'd probably put one of them on there, because if you don't have that in, they may come up here and just walk straight around that. So if you've got a wall up there, then they can't walk that direction. They've got to come up on here, which means they will get hit by that, and we will have another wall dart on there. And you can, if you want, you can put some other ones on there, and I put one on the back just to make sure they don't get round there. So of course we have our ceiling pieces on, which will have our ceiling traps on, like so, and another one up there. There we go. So they've got all of these then that they got to come through. We got some more floor pieces, and we will put our retractable floor spikes on these ones, because we've got our slowing ones here, so we've got our retractable ones here. Now that then, and we'll put one more retractable there. So if they make it up that far, then you might have to do a bit of shooting or something for them, but for majority of defenses, that should do the trick. So let's just come back around here and just go through exactly what we have gone through. So this is our spawn point. So if they were to spawn and come up here, then they will get hit by this and get flung all the way down here, and then have to go all the way around again, and they will come up and they will get hit by that and go all the way back down. Or they will get through here, get hit by all of these and all of these, and then get to this point and get hit back over here again to go through all of these ones again. And if they make it through here, then we've got more and more and more on there. Now, of course, as I said, depending on the level of the mission that you're doing, I mean, you may need to extend things like this. You may need to make them longer or larger. But for general missions, I mean, this will get rid of majority of husks, and at least that way, then you've got less to have to deal with, especially if you are doing these missions on your own. So, if they come up this direction, then of course we've got our wall launcher, and we've got our wall darts, which the wall launcher flings them back again, and the wall darts will catch him if it misses, and the same on there. And then they come round here. Now you can, if you wanted, you could add a few more in this side, because they're not going to be going around there. Well, actually they may go around there. We didn't spot that one. So if we block that off like that, because there's only two, then it hopefully should do the trick then, because there's quite a long distance for them to go all the way around here and all the way around here and all the way up there, so the chances are that they wouldn't even want to travel that distance. They would be coming up here. But if you were worried, then all you'd need to do is just put two of them in there, and that will force them to come up then, because they're definitely not going to go all the way down there. So they will get up through here and through all of our traps, and then if they get up this far, they get hit by that one and straight back down again. So if they actually make it through, then of course you're going to be over here with your guns and or weapons, whichever you're using, and you can get rid of any that you that might get through. If you wanted to put any then on here, then of course you can put your your normal traps and things on here. I'd probably only do those two sides in this instance, because they're not going to be going all the way around here to attack it. and you can even put an extra one on here if you wanted, just to be safe. But that would be the basic trap tunnel design, and it's very little defense on the actual Atlas as it would be, but it's going to protect you, and it would set it up nicely. So that is how to do some basic trap tunnel designs for your Save the World missions. I hope you have found this useful. I will be trying to do some more trap tunnel designs for you. I know I do a lot on my storm shields. When I do those, I do show you the trap designs that I make. But I'll try and do more complex sort of trap designs for you, for different missions, different things. I'll even try and get up like a build for like amplifiers like this. But I mean, generally, it's going to work, pretty much the same thing. If they were spawning from this point over here, now of course it's going to be the same sort of trap design that you would do, but on this instance you would probably do it like a 2 wide, like that, and what you'd want is to make them go in the longest point. So if they were to come up on this side, then you want to try and force them over here, like this. So if they come over here, you're pushing them around like this, and you can even then take it out that one more around here, because you're making them all go around and around and around. The same sort of design as we did over here, but you're just doing exactly the same thing. And of course you have your roof with your roof traps on up here, and plenty on here, and another floor one there. So I mean, you've got plenty of scope for doing your different designs. But do let me know if you've got any trap designs that you use that work pretty well. Then by all means let me know. I'd love to check them out. But this is how to do your basic trap tunnels. So I hope you have found this useful. If you have, don't forget to drop a like down below and hit that subscribe before you go. And if you turn on that notification bell, and you'll always get updated of all my new content when it comes out. But until the next time, I hope you have a lovely day and stay safe, my friends.